Hi there, everyone. My name is Ashley Hunt. I'm the Senior Project Management Instructor here at Stormwind Studios. And I was watching football this weekend and I started thinking about all of you going through the PMP exam prep class. And I started to think football and project management have so much in common. So I thought I'd put together this blog about why football and project management are very similar in nature. Very first thing you gotta have is a game plan. And when you start looking at game plans, you start looking at the fact that first of all, you've got to have something that you can call the plays from. You've got to have a playbook, and the team has to be able to execute those plays. And if all else fails, you got to call an audible. What does that mean? That means you've got to be able to change or switch gears in the middle of a play in case something is changing. So it's really important for project managers to have a comprehensive project management plan to work from. The other reason that football is like project management or vice versa is risk happens. It's so important to plan for the best and prepare for the worst. And that involves having a comprehensive risk register that is iteratively updated. Threats, opportunities, probabilities, impact, responses, triggers, owners, all of these things that we have to keep track of in order to manage risk, threats or opportunities on our project. And guess what? Your team needs to be motivated. They need to have a cheering section that says, hey, you're successful. We appreciate you. We believe in your success. As project managers, we need to be that cheering squad for our team and make sure that we're motivating on both the individual level and on the team level. Every football team needs a crowd of people cheering for their success. And the other thing that I noticed is that in football and in project management, one star player doesn't win the game. Now, you might have that person that you go to all the time, the expert that no matter what you throw at them, they're able to handle it. And that's great. But there are other people on your team that are seeking new responsibilities who want to step up and be a star player as well. Project management is a team-oriented sport. Share the wealth and develop them all. Great communication is key. We spend 90% of our time communicating, so great communication can lead to great results. A comprehensive communication management plan that is executed effectively while you're distributing information can allow you to lead your team to great success via great communication. And all teams need a coach, a ref, and rules. You're the coach, you're the project manager, you're leading your team, you're driving your team towards success. The referee may be the sponsor, the customer, the project management office, and there are rules. Not only are there group norms and rules for your team, but there are also rules that we need to follow for regulations and so forth. So you're the coach, you may even be the referee, but that rule book needs to be followed, just like in football. And celebrate success. Even if your team doesn't make it to the big game, the Super Bowl, you've got to be able to celebrate success as far as your team is concerned. And just like in football, we've got times where we're cheering our team on and we're saying, all right, if we get through this game, then we can celebrate that success and that W in that win column, and we can work toward going to the big game. And even if your team doesn't make it to the big game, small successes lead to big ones. So celebrate success with your team. The other thing that we need to do is to be able to learn from the past. Documenting lessons learned and keeping track of those lessons learned goes a long way to looking at the past and helping with the future. All great football players watch the reels from last week with their coach, and they go over what they did well, what they didn't do so well, and what they need to change going forward. So it's important to document those lessons learned. And in conclusion, it's really important to make sure that you are following all of these things. So here's football. First of all, you need to have a plan. Second of all, we know that risk happens and we've got to have that risk register. Third, we need to be a team player and make sure that everybody on our team is playing as a team as well. And be a coach. Drive your team towards success, coach them towards success, and then celebrate that success. And finally, document your lessons learned. Why is football just like project management? Because it's a team-oriented sport. Sometimes we have wins, sometimes we have losses, but as long as we play the game, then we're going to be okay. Hopefully you enjoyed this, and I'll see you in class.